Welcome to the evening show with Ben Ferguson. I'm Dominique Samario, and tonight we have a very special show. Ben welcomes the stars, the entire cast of the new hit play Calamity Jane, playing at the Plaza Playhouse Theater in Carpinteria. We've got Matthew Levine as Doc, Jim Sirianni as Buffalo Bill, Ming Holden as Janie, Mr. Ben Ferguson as Wild Bill Hickok, and Cammie Helmuth as Calamity Jane, and the dynamic directing duo, Osa Olsen and Hannah Pitcock. But first, the star of our show, please welcome Mr. Ben Ferguson.
Dominique, thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. What a special night we have. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for tuning in, too, wherever you're tuning in, whether it's on YouTube or on your television. Very, very, very big night tonight. As Dominique had mentioned, we have the entire cast of the new hit play Calamity Jane. That's going to be at the Plaza Playhouse Theater in beautiful downtown Carpinteria. So it'd be a good night for you to come down. And I think last time we checked, there was about 7,200 restaurants on Linden Avenue. So come down for dinner and come see the show. But in just a few minutes, we're going to bring all the characters out, and you're going to meet them all. We have characters ranging people from doing full-length films, published authors. There's a DJ in the crowd, and there's myself, and there's a whole group of others, plus the dynamic duo of the directing team, Asa and Hane. We're going to bring them out, too, and talk a little bit about it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one of the very, very special things that we have tonight that we've talked about in the previous shows. We have a new segment tonight. It's called Adventures with Dominique. As you know, that we've talked about the hiking trips and the backpacking trips and adventures with the wild bison, and she couldn't bring the pictures because she got home too late or something like that. So anyway, but we do have the pictures tonight. So we're gonna go over and see Dominique in just a few minutes, and we're gonna look at the actual pictures. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure you are too. They said that I have to cut the monologue because we have so many guests this evening, but they did tell me I could tell two different jokes. So here are my saloon jokes, and keeping in theme with this evening. The string goes walking into the saloon, says, "Let me have a whiskey." The bartender says, "We don't serve strings here. Go out." String goes outside and ruffles himself up a little bit, comes back inside. The bartender says, "Hey, partner, what do you have?" He goes, "Give me a whiskey." He goes, "Wait a minute, you're that string." He goes, "Nope, I'm afraid not." Okay, good. All right, one last one. Three-legged dog walks into the bar, says, "Hey, which one of you shot my paw?" All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I want to introduce our very special musical guest, Mr. Greg Harrison. You like the banjo?
So good. I love it. Very good with this theme we've got going on
we do.
tonight.
It is perfect for the theme. But ever since I was a kid, the first time I heard a guy playing a banjo, I mean, there's just like so much going on. I was just like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, I want to play banjo. And the guy had a hook on every single finger.
Yeah.
Like
Did you see that? His
Yeah.
fingers all
Yeah.
doing their thing?
I can't do that.
No. Just
But I
leave
wanted
it to
to.
the pros.
Yeah, we'll leave it to him. I had mentioned over in the monologue that we have some pictures.
The
of
Adventures
Great
of Dominique.
Adventure.
I like that.
Do you want to take that out now, or do you want to set it up a little bit? It's your time.
Okay, such a quick setup. The
Okay.
setup is, as we talked about, I do like adventures, and so my husband and I decided that we need to hike on the John Muir Trail. It's supposed to be the most.
John Muir.
John Muir. He is the person who helped get Yosemite to be a protected land.
Okay.
And so, like in the 1800s, amazing things. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful trails in all of North America.
And this is where you went.
So this is where we went, and we survived for 7 days on the trail, and nobody died.
Everybody's been waiting for at least a month.
That is actually on the trail.
Okay, so here, this is you and your husband.
Yeah, that's me. That's my husband. We have like 40-pound packs on our back, and we're at about 10,000 feet there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Now
amazing.
this next one, I'm sure the viewers are like. You're a newlywed, are you not?
A little bit. We're
little
less
bit of
than
one?
2 years. I think that counts,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's a nice shot.
So this is actually a good shot. We had just hiked from that last one. We made it to there, so now we get a kiss.
Right, isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the nice part.
I like this.
We slept right here on the side of this lake. The whole lake was ours.
Yeah, then I have the picture.
Amazing.
We have a couple of tents
Yes.
on this next one.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's where we slept that night, and it was absolutely amazing. But I feel like this should be an ad at REI. So if REI is watching, I'll sell that to you.
Could be
No problem.
You know, the thing that
Free gear.
concerned me, you talked about wildlife and how close you've become, and I didn't realize that this was going to be,
That's
that
so
they came so close to you.
Yeah, all they wanted was the food, though. Don't
Yeah, but,
worry.
Okay, and how you held the camera, I
Yeah,
don't know.
you know, have you ever heard those stories about people getting the last shot and then dying?
Right.
Almost me, but not quite.
No, that's good.
So
Yeah, no, we need you here.
only the best for the Ben Ferguson show.
Yeah, that was
Right.
incredible. So the stories that you were telling the other day are really true.
I don't lie to you, Ben.
Wow.
I don't lie to you. That's why you have the bear can, all
Amazing
right?
pictures. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing.
What are we going to get to see next? You think?
Another adventure.
Another adventure.
We'll have another adventure on the next
Ladies and gentlemen,
episode.
coming up in the next few shows, Adventures with Dominique. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much,
You bet.
Ben.
Thank you.
Please, I really want candy.
Much obliged, Cowboy.
That ought to quiet him down a bit.
How's it going there, Cowboy?
Hey there, man. Give me a whiskey.
That'll be 4 bids.
4 bits. What do you think? I got a fistful of dollars?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you get this junk out of here, it's on the house.
This one here? Fill it up again. Hey, partner. Get out of here.
Hey, Cowboy. Do you know where Santa Barbara is?
It's about a mile down the road.
You ain't from these parts, are you?
No, I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I'm just here for a couple of days, and I just don't know what I'm gonna do or who I'm gonna do it with.
Well, when I'm in Santa Barbara, I watch the evening show with Ben Ferguson. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first 2 characters to come out in just a moment here, Mr. Matthew Levine and Mr. Jim Sirianni. Come on out, fellas. Jim and Doc. Yes, Buffalo Bill.
That's right. Buffalo
Yeah, let's
Bill.
start with you real quick. I understand that your first role that you ever played was Frosty the Snowman.
Yes, it was.
Is that right?
In the 2nd grade.
Yeah, Let's Run, I think was the first
Yes.
line.
Let's run across
Yeah,
the stage.
he's come a long way.
Long way.
Yeah, you know, we've been rehearsing for the past 3-4 weeks, and I haven't been on the same team. I guess you're in the second act, but
Yes.
But I look forward to
Yeah, I
doing
look
stuff
forward to
with
working with you. I know we haven't had any scenes yet together, but
No,
I guess
I
we
haven't.
don't. So.
you. Yeah. So as far as your character, tell us a little bit about it.
Oh, Buffalo Bill. He is the modern. I don't know what the modern day version of him would be like today, but he's a blowhard. He's a huge showman. He's kind of a little bit full of himself, and he started the Wild West show that Calamity Jane was in.
That's right.
And I'm enjoying playing him because he actually existed. He's a real person.
I think he's behind you. I think
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
up there
yeah.
some-
In fact, I thought.
Yeah, we had that picture taken the first day we came to rehearsal. Had to check and make sure everything fit.
I thought that was him in that picture
Yeah.
when I was looking
Yeah, yeah.
earlier. But yeah, he meets actually Janie in the play. I don't know how much you want me to tell about give away too much of the plot.
Whatever you think's necessary. I don't know. I haven't seen that part of the play.
Yeah, and so Janie, the daughter, comes to me to find out more about Calamity and what she was like, and of course Bill's experience with Calamity was all in the Wild West show.
Right.
So he kind of retells
You're
that
kind
tale.
of like running a side circus show across the United States.
Yeah,
something like that.
because I bring back the Old West for folks, because in the 1900s, by that point, a lot of people didn't really know the Wild West as much as Calamity Jane and Buffalo
Right.
Bill, and so he
You
created
just exploit it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exploited it, exactly. And he took it on the road and toured everywhere. And in fact, I think he was probably still touring even after, if I remember correctly, after after she was involved.
Right.
So,
Interesting. Now, when you played Doc, we rehearsed a little bit last night.
Yes.
So we kind of got to know each other. And we were talking a little bit before you rehearsed. You started off in My Three Sons.
Yeah, 1963.
Yeah, 1963. Wow. And you were a regular on this show.
Well, I was a regular extra. I was
Regular extra.
Yeah, I was one of the kids that they always brought back if they had a street scene or a neighborhood scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I was going to YouTube that today to see if I could find him out there playing with the kids, because I remember the show. I was born in '63, so I think it went on for. I think Fred McMurray got married towards the end of the shows, the fourth
Yeah,
or fifth
I
or sixth year.
I stopped working in '66 when the show went to ABC. It was a CBS show, and then it went to ABC, I think, and they changed one of the characters. William Frawley was the uncle.
Uncle Charlie.
Yes, and then he got sick, and so William Demarest became Uncle Charlie.
So did you become friends with Chip and was it Ernie?
Yeah, well, they were brothers, Stanley and Barry Livingston.
Wow.
Yeah, and the characters developed at first. It was Chip and then Ernie, and Ernie was his neighbor.
Right.
And then a couple years into it, then they adopted him,
Ah.
and so Ernie became part of the family.
Were you? I know as a kid, I was a real fan of the show. I mean, I loved that Fred McMurray was the father, and he had just had a way about him that just made me at peace for some reason as a kid.
Yeah.
Were you a fan of the show while you were doing it?
Not really.
No. Okay, good. That was your job.
Yeah, that was my job. You
Yeah.
know, it was fun, but yeah, it was my job.
And then you spent the next 36 years in theater?
Yes, I worked very heavily with Costa Mesa Civic Playhouse.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now you're playing Doc.
I'm playing Doc.
You're playing Doc, and I heard your role last night, and it's really good.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I heard your role, and you're really good too.
Oh,
so
well, thank you. How good am I? No, I'm kidding. I was last night. I was with Neil, and he couldn't make it tonight, but a few other people, Janie and Calamity, and it's for the first time I saw it. Man, it is really something.
It is.
The first time I heard Janie up there speaking, and I felt like I'm the father that left her, and then Calamity Jane was running around pretty upset, and it's a really amazing play, and the people that are in it are extremely talented.
Yes.
It evoked emotions for me for the very first day that I went there when I saw that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I really want a lot of people to see this play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be October 17th. Is that the first weekend?
17th,
It's gonna be played
18th, and 19th.
Friday and Saturday at 8 o'clock, and then Sundays we're gonna have a matinee at 3 o'clock.
Right.
And the following weekend the same thing. Yeah. It only holds 200 people, and I think it will sell out. So you can get your tickets beforehand or call the Plaza Playhouse, but it's packed with stars.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
It's a wonderful play. It's poignant. It's funny. It's serious. And everybody should come and see it.
Well, listen, guys, we're gonna bring out Calamity Jane and Janie in just a couple of minutes here, but I want to thank you guys both for being here. And I know
Sure.
this is the night off from rehearsals. You could do anything. I really appreciate you guys coming here.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
no
Our
problem.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes, our
Ladies
pleasure.
and gentlemen, Doc and Buffalo Bill. Ladies and gentlemen, our next two guests are, well, as far as the plays go, they're immediate family of mine. I play Wild Bill Hickok, and this will be my wife and my daughter, really. Little Janie and Calamity Jane. Please welcome Cammie Helmuth and Ming Holder. How was that? Please. Ladies, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having
Now
us.
let's hear from the star of the show, Calamity herself. So tell us a little bit about what you think their character is and how you portray it. We talked a little bit about how you thought she was,
Yeah, Jane.
but there's some good to her.
Oh, there's a lot of good to her.
Yeah.
She's Jane was a survivor.
Yeah.
She did what she had to do to survive, and I love her. I just think she's an amazing woman.
After she got left by her crazy Wild Bill Hickok husband, and then she wanted to make sure that she had Janie taken care of at that point.
Right. Janie was
kinda
very
neat.
important to her.
Yeah.
Yes. Her whole life, Janie was very important to her. Yeah.
But then the part, it really was, when I did see these parts, I was kind of like, I don't like this part. When you went back to see her last night.
Oh, yes.
And then I wanted you to say, hey, it's me, your mom, but
yes.
you couldn't do that.
It's touching. It's very heartbreaking. Yeah, she dealt with a lot of demons and a lot of pain, but I think overall she was she did what she had to do to survive.
Right. Well, being the situation with giving up your daughter, obviously it was the best thing for everybody.
Right.
I mean, it was just kind of tough to watch.
Oh,
sometimes.
definitely better for Janie.
Yeah.
There's no question.
It's kind of funny though. She wants to go out and ride the horses because Janie's her mom, and instead of playing the piano like a lady.
She had a little of me in her, obviously.
I think so.
Yeah.
I noticed that. How do you like playing Janie?
I love it.
Yeah.
Cami is really dynamic in the way that she portrays Calamity Jane. So there's so much there to feel about that character. And to portray a young woman finding out this incredible history sort of after the fact, the way Janie does. I'm fascinated by memory plays in general, but it's been a whole lot of fun to mine this particular, strong women in this play. And that's
Very strong women. I think it had to be to live out in the West.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to feel part of the whole family thing. I think it's all coming together.
Oh, it
You
is.
know what I mean?
It is. Well, we have a little thing.
We do have a little thing. We have ups and downs. We have everything.
We have our moments.
I don't want to talk too much about that. When I first came in, it was the first day, I think, and Ming, you were up on stage and you were talking. Honest to God, you have a voice that resonates, that it's captivating.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly, it really is. So if you guys come see this play, when you come out on stage and you speak, I mean, people listen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's really something. No, I wanted to compliment you on that.
Thank you so much. I think part of it is the Richmond accent just sounds
The
like
Richmond
water.
accent?
Yeah.
Well, it could be that the actual the character that you're playing too, you're channeling into Janie and something. I don't
The
know.
Virginia lady in me that my parents would be surprised to see. I really can't wait for them to see this. I grew up in Los Alamos.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You're playing a Southern lady? Ming, where are you getting that?
We did. In fact, I think the commercial that's going to be on this show is what's the hotel up there?
Skyview?
No, the whole
Union
Los Alamos,
Hotel.
the saloon.
The Union.
The Union.
Union.
Yes. We got to pretend that we were cowboys up there one time.
Yeah, and I think they've got a pool table downstairs. It actually is very
It really is nice. It looks like the real
If I
West.
need
In fact, I think
inspiration,
it's
I'll just-
100 years old or something like that.
Yeah, it's
excuse to
wonderful.
go have a
Yeah.
cocktail at that bar.
Yeah, they say Kurt Russell, and his wife Goldie Hawn go up there all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Have to find out
In
when.
Little
I
Los
kinda go to.
Alamos.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
didn't know
neat.
that.
Hey, I wanted to talk real quick about your book. You're a published author.
Oh. Yeah, I wrote The Survival Girls after, going out to Kenya and starting a theater group with refugee women there. And this is actually what got me back into acting. I watched them really heal through acting. and use
The
theater
girls
to
in
recover.
Africa,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Congo.
Yes, so these are extremely traumatized young women who just did incredible work on the stage.
Right.
So it got me really curious about the way theater can help us sort of reform ourselves. And
Real quick, I just want to say, so your book is on ebooks, and it's called The Surviving Girls.
The Survival Girls.
The Survival Girls.
Yeah, all the royalties are for them. They all
Yeah,
want
it's
to go to university.
$7.99, and it's an incredible read.
Thank you.
So and it does go to the girls, right?
All of it.
To their theater company that you started over there in Africa.
Yeah.
See, you got some pretty good people here. That's really neat. Tell me what you're doing these days.
You mean for a living?
Or whatever.
Right now, this is what I'm doing this
You're
a lot.
doing it, all right. Yeah, they're paying you well here. So I think I read something that you were just up at Circle Bar B.
I've worked at Circle Bar B. I've done some plays up there.
Yeah.
This is its last season, so
Right.
that's kind of
I
heartbreaking.
just saw the last play the other night.
Did you?
Boing Boing.
Yes. Did you like it?
Yeah, I love the dinner too.
Oh, the dinner's great.
It was incredible.
Yeah, the dinner's
Yeah, the
great.
whole thing was fun.
Yeah. They'll relocate, I hope.
Yeah,
but
well, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
So you've been doing a lot of acting. You were a Carpinteria High School girl.
I was.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. Back a few years ago, I was a warrior. Yep.
Yeah. Is that their team is the Warrior?
Yeah.
Carpinteria
Oh, yeah.
Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. Well, last year I kind of. That's where I met Osa. Was at the Christmas Carol that I was
yes.
part of.
Yeah, that's a
But
fun
that's
show.
when I went to Carpinteria for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a week. And when I first went to Carpinteria, I walked down Linden Avenue. It reminded me of the Jaws, Amityville,
Yeah.
that little beach town.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. So
World's
Carpinteria is
safest beach.
It is, and the people are nice.
They are so nice.
They're really nice.
Yeah,
it's almost
it's a
like
great
the
place.
Truman Show, where it's its own little
Right. I
bubble.
know.
And
There you
if
go.
you come in,
Truman Show.
Mm-hmm.
if you come in, and we'll say hi and be nice. And I went
Right.
to the store the
People
other day.
stop at the crosswalks. Did you notice that?
No, I
They
haven't.
do.
I'm going to wait for that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you ever notice at Whole Foods, you walk in, all the rules are gone?
Yeah.
You can walk right, the people are walking right in front of you like this. Like, anyway. Shouldn't get into that probably. Whole Foods is very good though. We like Whole Foods. It's just, you just got to be careful you don't run over somebody.
Oh,
on the way
okay.
in there, because everybody has all their rights at Whole Foods. Anyway, so tell me a little bit about what you think about Calamity. You already mentioned that the
Calamity.
kind of person she is.
Oh, she's amazing. She
Yeah.
was an amazing person, and she was very sad, tragic figure, which is something I've learned through this play. I've done a little historical snooping, so I've learned a little more about her. She was a bit of a tall tale teller.
Right.
She sort of created some of the history when it sounded more provocative. I
Right.
think she
Well, good for her.
embroidered
for
a
doing that.
bit.
Yeah, because we have this whole play that's incredible. and
Yes.
it's because of her. So.
Right. Yeah, Catherine Ann Jones wrote
Catherine
the
Ann
play
Jones
from
from Ojai.
Ojai. Yeah.
The pulp fiction-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be a hit too, and I'm really, really grateful to be part of that. And work with you guys.
I'm really grateful you're a part of it too.
Oh, thank you. That's neat. Hey guys, remember to come see these ladies. We're going to be October 17th, Friday, Saturday, 8 o'clock, Sundays matinee at 3 o'clock.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cammie Helmuth and Ming Holden. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the dynamic duo, the Carpinteria's most talked about directors, the two ladies that are behind this whole Calamity Jane play. Would you please welcome Miss Åsa Olsen and Hannah Pitcock? Åsa and Hannah.
Yeah.
Yes, well, thank you so much for being here. And first, I want to really, really thank you for letting me be part of this whole thing.
We love you.
It's so much fun, and I'm learning so much stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me, when did you guys decide that you were going to do this play?
About
Well,
half
we-
a year ago.
About a half a year ago, we
Yeah.
have a, for Plaza Theater, we have a theater committee. And actually, Catherine Ann Jones came to see a play that Åsa directed, Mitty's Song. So why don't you tell them how that came about?
Actually, it was not Mitty's song.
Oh, I thought it was Mitty's Song.
No,
Oh, okay.
it was the Billy Lee
Oh, that's right.
story. Anyway, she came and saw that, she liked it, and she contacted me and asked if we would be interested in her play. So I brought it to the committee, and they read it, and all said, yay, let's do it. And she had asked that I direct it because she liked the way what we had done
She
with
likes
the
what
other
you do.
play. And since my
Cohort.
yes, we do a lot of things together, so we decided to do this one together.
Wow. Now, you mentioned the committee. You've been with Plaza Playhouse in Seaside since 1982?
Correct.
Wow.
When it first started in Carpinteria.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We had a little theater next to the library. And that's how I met Åsa. She came and joined, and we started doing sets and theater together. All the sets. We've been doing that for a long time.
Yes.
Now, Catherine Jones, she's from Ojai, right?
Yes.
Yes.
She's an extremely popular writer, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Now, did she write this for this particular performance, or was it something that she'd written before?
No, she had written that before.
Okay.
What she did, she gave us a very raw script, and she had lost her script on the computer because she had a new computer that crashed. She had nothing left. So we were a little worried for a while. Then we lost the script.
And a few pages.
And a few pages.
Did you add any to it?
No, we have retrieved it and talked to her, and she, we've met her several times. She writes books, she teaches, she does seminars. She's an amazing woman.
And I mentioned her-
Screenplays.
I'm sorry?
Screenplays. She's
She might make it down to one of the performances.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well,
She
that
wouldn't
is-
miss. She's on her way to San Diego right now to see her musical Calamity Jane
Wow.
that's opening a
Musical.
week before us. Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Yes.
Now I heard, I think it was Cammie that coined the phrase of the dynamic duo for you two.
Uh-huh.
And you're pretty well known in Carpinteria and Ojai, from what I understand.
Uh-huh.
I met you middle of last year
Mhm.
when I took an improv class and an acting class from you, and then we did the Charles Dickens. I was the school teacher.
Yes, you
Yeah.
were.
Yes.
And a fine one.
And
at
a fine
that,
one
yes.
at that. Thank you. I
I
thought it was
believe
the
you
biggest-
drank from cheers very well.
Yeah, we did drink. Did you ever come to that? Did you see
Yeah,
that?
absolutely.
Well, you know, I'm thinking the school teacher, he's got to be the biggest character in the whole play because he's the one that screwed the kid up to make him.
Oh, you're right. You've never looked
That's
at
the
it
way
that
I
way.
looked at it.
No.
I had to look at it that way. I pretty much thought, yeah, I was the pivotal character in the whole movie, or
Yeah.
the play. But
Yes.
anyway, man, was that fun! From the very beginning, I learned so much. I mean, I was so scared, and then I kind of evolved into a person that could drink that shot like you were mentioning
Yeah.
without spilling it. So
It
that was fun.
very obvious that you grew with it.
Yeah, you saw me
Yeah.
at the beginning. Remember that one
Yes.
day? It was a Saturday daytime, and I was reading something, and you were just going, "Oh boy."
Holy moly.
Yeah. What about the boots fit, so you let me stay, or something
Yes,
like that?
yes.
I don't remember what it was. Anyway, this play, I mentioned that we got to do the first act last night, which was incredible, and we got to
Yes.
see. At least for me, I got to
was
see. You
amazing.
guys see it all week, the last 4 weeks.
We were impressed. with
Yeah,
We were.
Well, impressed. I'm talking about I got to just see the way the story comes together, and Doc and Neil with his performance, and Cammie
Yes.
and Janie.
Yes.
I'm using characters' names and regular
Yes,
names.
Absolutely.
Makes it, we're fine.
That's better. Yeah,
We feel we have a pretty amazing cast. We're
Yes.
both really excited about directing this, and directing this cast has been such a joy to work with.
Yeah, it's evolving into something.
Absolutely.
It certainly is, and it feels, all of a sudden last night we felt that everybody connected.
I felt
They
that too.
connected.
Yeah.
There was, and
You know, no one's better than the other. Everybody's doing their character and wanting to do the best they can. Which
and
is
I tell
really
you
neat.
what, towards the end, every time that we get to the end of any rehearsal of the play, I'm crying.
You're crying?
Yes, I'm crying.
Absolutely.
I get goosebumps. It's very touching.
Well,
Very-
you've
We're
turned.
not going to say what happens. But
No.
No, but you've turned something printed on paper into a real story. Yeah. So it's going to be playing basically 6 times. It's going to be. I think we've talked about it many times. So it's going to be October 17th.
Yes.
It's going to play Friday night and Saturday night at 8 o'clock.
Correct.
And Sunday matinee at 3 o'clock.
You're
Right.
so good.
Yes, and if you want tickets before that, because it will sell out, do you get them? Do you go to the box office?
The box office is not open during the week, but you can buy it an hour before box office. Before the show starts.
Okay.
And also we have tickets being sold at a store called Sea Strand on Linden Avenue.
What's it called again?
Sea Strand.
Sea Strand.
Uh-huh.
As far as theaters goes, this Plaza Playhouse Theater is absolutely beautiful. You guys, I don't know if you haven't been there in a little while.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all been redone inside. And it's like a little Arlington.
Yes.
It really is.
It is a little
It's a
bit
one-
like
yeah,
a little
it's
Arlington.
very, very nice.
Yeah.
So.
Very comforting to come
Yeah.
in there, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Plaza Playhouse Theater in beautiful downtown Carpinteria, October 17th, 8 o'clock, Friday and Saturday, and there's also a really nice matinee at 3 o'clock. And that happens that weekend and the following weekend. So you have 6 chances to get it. Please come see it. I guarantee you're going to love it. And if you see the show and you come see us, at the end of the show, come say hi to us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Man,